Namaste, this is Hrushikesh Takbhate from Seven Palace, and in this video we are going to talk about how to boost your brain for maximum performance. So let's start. In this video we are going to take a look on a phenomenon in psychology called as neuroplasticity or neural plasticity or brain plasticity. Now in brain plasticity, brain is a brain and plasticity means changeable, adaptable or malleable characteristics of neural networks. So as you know or might not, there are two nervous systems in our body. First is central nervous system, which is a part which brain is a part of, and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system is responsible for feeling of all the senses, emotions and other main activities. Peripheral nervous system is like an all army or workforce of our nervous system. Now central nervous system gathers all the data, process it and orders peripheral nervous system to activate our motor skills like this. Now what is neuroplasticity? Neuroplasticity is ability of brain to change according to response to natural environment or surrounding environment. Now in simpler words, if you experience something or you learn something, you automatically unlearn something different in the past and program your brain according to your learnings, and that will help you to boost your brain performance. Now what I am talking about. Example, if we used to write in the notebook, we had a good handwriting. Then we used to type in laptop, computer, tablet. Then some part of our brain or neural networks reprogram themselves to adapt to typing skills rather than handwriting. So you can notice that if you are constantly typing rather than you practice, if you not practice writing, then your handwriting becomes bad due to time, but your typing speed increases. This is the example of reprogramming of brain. Also, the example is musical ability. Musical abilities get in your body due to practice. So if you practice on certain musical instrument like guitar or whatever else, then your brain program themselves to make it a habit or make it a lifestyle or make it a programming in the brain to learn that or to adapt that musical ability. So if you're still confused, in short, like the computer programming or app programming, your forget that. Remember, let's take an example of an app. An app is programmed to do some certain tasks, and a brain also programmed to do some certain tasks. Now here is the thing. You can change the code in the app to reprogram itself to do certain programs or different kinds of programs. Similarly, you can reprogram your brain to unlearn some bad habits and learn some good habits. Now this is as simple as that. Now how does neuroplasticity work? There are two principles that trigger neuroplasticity. First, the two emotions that you experience at the same time will clip together to make it a whole thing of program. For example, in childhood, if you touch fire, the brain experiences visualization of fire and also experience burning pain. So that two emotions clip together and form a complete image, like if you touch fire, your hand get burned. Now second is use it or lose it. What I mean, if you do not practice writing, your handwriting or writing ability or writing speed decreases due to time. Also, if you don't read constantly, your reading and the sounding of words in your brain decreases. Now you can read in mobile phone, that doesn't matter. Now also example is that if you do not practice certain skills that you adapt in childhood or in any kind in phase of life. Example, painting. If you do not practice painting constantly, your ability decreases. It is not completely lost, but it is not better like yesterday or past. Now these are the two triggers that neuroplasticity. Now what are the benefits of neuroplasticity and how you can use it? Well, neuroplasticity is a great superpower that all humankind have, or even animals. Neuroplasticity is like a programming. You learn something, you practice it, and it gets fitted into your program, your brain program. Now you can use neuroplasticity to learn that you are interested in. Like if you are learn science from first standard to 12th like me, but after 12th you get admission in a degree college, and for a degree in arts like me, I take science first for 12th till 12th, and then after I opt for arts in media. Now this will help you to learn new things and forget past things. Like in 12th till 12th I learned chemicals, chemistry, physics, biology, maths, complicated maths like integrations and different kinds of things. Now but in media I am learning cinematography, Photoshop, editing, different kinds of things. So part of my brain programs these media abilities or these media skills and forget or unlearn the scientific things like deep complicated things. Now this you can use to enhance your career. Likewise, if you took 12th till 12th you are art student or you are good at art, that is history, you learned about world wars, etc, etc, etc. But now you are learning an art skill like music or painting. You can unlearn this past things like the world war benefits, objectives, etc, etc. But you can now learn some different kinds of things like painting, so it boosts your performance. So the method is here simple. If you want to program your brain for the success in your field, you have to learn that kind of things, skills. Doesn't matter you learn it from college or different kinds of online courses from Udemy, Coursera, etc, etc. This video is not sponsored. Now these are the things you can use your neuroplasticity for. Also you can use neuroplasticity to boost your motor skills. What I mean, if you exercise daily, your motor skills develop according to your exercise. Like brain, you can do brain exercises by reading novel, etc, 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 or solving brain puzzles that increase neuroplasticity or performance in your brain. Likewise, a RAM in computer and neuroplasticity in your brain. Now how can you increase neuroplasticity to learn better? First, sleep. It is most important thing. You have to reset, restart and rest your brain in order to better performance. Second, continual learning. In any phase or any point of your time, you don't have to stop learning. You can learn different kind of things that you interested in. Like if you are interested in robotics, you have to learn that, even if you are not pursuing as a profession. Other examples are music, singing, dancing, etc. Third, reduce stress. You have to keep your stress level as possible, as minimum as possible, because it is like a junk files in your computer. Likewise, stress is like operate as a junk file in your brain. Fourth thing, you have to determine purpose of learning. Why you are learning things. The best purpose I have ever come far in my life personally is interest, love and passion. These are the three things you have to follow. If you are interested in learning robotics or physics or different kinds of physical phenomenon or astronomical phenomenon, these are the best way to learn, to trigger your interest. And last but not the least, you have to read constantly. Read novel. Read something that forces you to imagine or visualize. For me, visualizing or in a psychology, visualizing is the best and most effective method to increase neuroplasticity or increase brain performances. You have to visualize at least 10 minutes daily because it helps you in imagination, your brain's fluidity, etc, etc, etc. Now, how to visualize? If you read a novel, like I'm a big fan of Harry Potter, if you read a Harry Potter novel, you imagine the essence and environment of Hogwarts. You imagine the character of Harry, Hermione, Ron, etc. So read novel that you are interested in. So these are the 5 things you use to increase neuroplasticity. There are other kinds of methods you can find online, so that doesn't matter, but in short, neuroplasticity is best way to reprogram your brain for your current life and better performance. So that's for the video. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe. This is Hrushikesh Takbhate from Seven Palace signing out.